Hello, my warriors. Thank you so much for joining me for your January 2019 career, money, financial abundance reading. Now, stay with me to the end today because I will let you know how you can enter in a drawing to win this mug. The link's below if you'd like to go ahead and buy your own. So coming up next is your reading. Hello, my Aries warriors. Thank you so much for joining me for your January reading. I'm Jade with Soul Warrior Tarot. I'm your spiritual mentor, success coach, and your tarot intuitive. Okay, I will be doing about 4 spreads, so hang in there with me as I put out the different spreads. A general energy spread for January, your cerebral spread for your mindset, your money mindset, success mindset, your money here in January, along with tools, advice, and your outcomes. So stay with me to the end. Your spirit, what messages you have for my dear Aries warriors regarding career, money, financial abundance, and business success in January 2019. All right, King of Ariel, yeah, baby. 9 of Ariel, holy guacamole, and the outcome. I wonder what that is. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some cards for what is going on with my dear Aries. What are they thinking? What is their mindset in regards to success, money, financial abundance? What's going to help them kick butt and succeed and create abundance and make a lot of money and come work with me? Okay, and what's coming up in their money sector? What's coming up in their money sector for January for my dear Aries? How much money? How will their money create? What's the best advice you have so that they can expand their money? What's going to happen with their money? Are they going to create more money? Are they going to find more opportunities? Are you going to get that job? What do they need to know in regards to money? Let's go ahead and one more spread. The final outcome, overall outcome, most important messages for my dear Aries warriors. Faith flew out. Absolutely, my dear Aries. What's the outcome? What's the most important advice for them that's going to help them kick butt in January 2019? Final outcome right here. So we have, wow, these cards in and themselves, the pink cards when it comes to Archangel Power Tarot are about money. They're the Pentacles. So you have the 9 of Pentacles and you have the King of Pentacles. Sorry, it came out like this. And then you have the outcome card. So the King of Pentacles is possibly an earth sign, man or woman, because this is a general reading. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now, both of them are earth energy, so you're definitely focusing on your coin, Aries. Good for you, because you're going to be kicking some butt in January, and you're going to start off doing it. Because the King of Ariel can either symbolize an earth sign that's going to help you, somebody that's going to hire you, somebody you're going to work with, maybe a big client, maybe somebody that is in partnership with you that also contributes and you guys work together. But very much so when it comes to a coin, you're definitely rising, you're definitely making money, you're definitely earning money. You have a money mindset, you're focusing on financial stability and expansion. Now, you're also being very, very entrepreneurial, you're a self-starter, you're self-inspired, and that's also where you are creating new ideas for your own prosperity and creating prosperity. The 9 of Ariel is very much an entrepreneurial card, being self-inspired, creating your own business, creating your own ideas, creating your own type of job at work. How do you expand your job? Making more money, okay? Definitely, and that's why the unicorn is saying anything you want to do, anything you want to create, you can, okay? Lots of success. Now, outcome. 5 of Ariel. Now, the 5 of Ariel is the 5 of Pentacles, a very different energy than what you started off with. The 5 of Ariel can often mean, yes, you're kicking butt. Yes, you're taking no prisoners. Yes, you're making money, and you're having great ideas and great success. But the 5 of Pentacles is whenever we do something bigger and greater than before, sometimes we're going to worry that we're not good enough. Sometimes we're going to worry that maybe the money's not going to continue coming in. Sometimes there's people around us that might not support us the way we want them to, and we may feel like we're alone. We may feel like, you know, you may have some negative thoughts. But at the same time, this is really about that growth curve we go through, because it really looks like you're leveling up here in January, you know, and there's going to be a moment where you might have a little self-doubt. You might feel like nobody understands you. You might feel like, you know, nobody's supporting you. But Spirit's saying, even though it feels like that, that's not what's happening, okay? But let me clarify that, because I'm sure that you want to make sure. Oops. The Judgment card. So that's what this means. The Judgment card is second chances. So it's almost like you're feeling like, gosh, I'm doing really good. But am I going to sustain this growth? And judgment is you releasing the fear or the judgment about, well, you know, I didn't make as much as I thought I was, and you're going to judge yourself for it. And as you have that lack mentality, that self-judgment, that negative self-judgment is going to perpetuate it. So it's almost like Spirit's going, okay, no, it's the growth curve that you're going through, and it's a part of the process of expanding. Because as you know, even in our emotions, our relationships, our money, the economy, you know, politics, whatever, it goes like this. Nature goes like this, right? Up and down, big sale, little sale, you know, December sales in the U.S. for the holidays goes up, right? Okay, and then other times it's going to go down, right? So that's what's happening here. And that's why Spirit's saying, don't judge yourself harshly, because there's the natural cycle of business, of career, and everything's going to be okay. You just need to allow yourself to move through it. And yeah, you're definitely, yeah, it's like a decision that's going to need to be made, because you're going to have more than one opportunity. But at the same time, if you don't choose, then you won't move forward. So this can often symbolize that you do have a choice to make, but you haven't made it. And that's going to affect your money, okay? But what's going on in your mind here, because it's probably going to also entail the Five of Coins here, because, well, you definitely know that the idea or the new aspect here, or what you've been building here, has been very successful. You yourself are realizing, wow, I can do really well, because the Six of Wands is somebody who's known as a success. And if this is on your mind, that means you're realizing, wow, I did pretty good. And here with the Five of Ariel, you're feeling like, I'm just not doing good enough. But you do know that you've made progress. You do know that you made some really good decisions. So success definitely is something that's on your mind. But you're kind of hard on yourself with the Ten of Swords. I feel like, and with the Wheel of Fortune, that means this. If you've had a moment of despair where, you know, either the money wasn't as much as you thought it should be, or you're just beating yourself up because you're Aries, you have probably the highest standards there are when it comes to business and career, right? And the littlest infraction is going to make you a little nutty, right? Because you're going to start stabbing yourself in the back, the Ten of Swords, because this is sword energy, this is mind energy, this is very cerebral. And so Spirit's saying, hey, you know, focus on what you did great. Don't focus on, doggone it, what did I do wrong? Because you really didn't do anything wrong. It's just cycles, right? Business is cycles, money is cycles. That's why I'm a business coach and I'm a breakthrough coach, because we need to weather those storms and just know that it's, even though it might not be exactly what you think, the actual symbology of it, or the actual energy of it, is not necessarily failure. It's just a part of growth. It's a part of life and the process. So just know that even though in your mind you feel like, you know, you just had a really bad time and it didn't really create the success you think it did, it actually did create the success you thought. That's why the Wheel of Fortune is saying, with the Five of Ariel, yeah, the cycle went down a little bit, but you know what? It's going to go back up. Why? Because your mindset's going to change. You're going to stop feeling negative. You're going to stop thinking negative, and you're going to start saying, okay, well, what did work? Well, let's implement more of what did work, and that's when the money starts coming up again. So it's about, hey, yeah, you're hard on yourself. Cut it out. Because when we beat ourselves up, it's very hard to be ambitious and to be, right, motivated. So just know, hey, when this comes up and you're beating yourself up, just say, you know what, let me focus on what I did do well. What did I do well? Well, I'm the King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is obvious. You know, financial abundance, success in your new idea, you're self-motivated, and you did great. And then the Wheel of Fortune is going to turn that as you focus your energy on your successes, on what did work, so that you can move forward with your money. So let's take a look at money. I think that as your mind looks forward, looks towards earning money, looks towards success, you'll start creating success. But if your mind focuses on, right, the things you don't like, then you'll get more of what you don't like. You'll create more of what you don't like. So let's talk about money here. because we want more money, we want more success, right? The Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords here, when it comes to money, once again, it definitely is a cerebral energy. And don't get me wrong, because you know, when my sales are down, it's not my favorite feeling either, okay? But at the same time, because this card is about your money spread, we kind of have to look at and say, hey, even though the expectations weren't met, it doesn't mean that you're not moving forward. And that's why the 3 is about expressing it. 3 is about, you know, your creative energy. Number 3 is about being authentic with, yes, I'm disappointed, but that's okay. Let's focus on what we can do. So in regards to money making, and you have the Ten of Swords here again in your money. So you're actually going to start putting an end to this negative thought, negative feeling, the stabbing yourself in the back. This is you feeling like you failed, but you didn't. You feel like, you know, you're expressing the fact that you're disappointed, that's okay, but you're also putting an end to the Ten of Swords of pain. And then you're going to rise and say, okay, let's go with my strengths. When it comes to money, what has made me money before? What has been successful? Let's focus on that. So I think here, because you are a thinker, you're very intelligent, Aries, and this is what you do best, no doubt about it. But sometimes we can get on that little, like, hamster wheel. Now, it doesn't mean that there won't be disappointments, and it doesn't mean you won't be human and you're going to stuff it down and pretend that, you know, you're not disappointed. But what you are going to do is you're going to say, yes, I am disappointed. And you're going to face that energy. You're not going to deny it, because if you deny it, you'll stuff it down and it's just going to come up later. So now it's time to release that. That's why it's a Three of Swords. A Three of Swords is about being authentic, being creative, and and being expressive. And as you express, as you release, as you know, you may cry, you may alleviate yourself of these emotions so that you don't stuff them down, and then you can move on. You can move on to taking the swords out of your back and really focusing on your strengths, focusing on your confidence, focus on what you have done right, have what you've done right. Why? Because you've seen success not only January, but throughout your life. That's why you know you can do better. That's why you know you can make more. That's why you know you deserve it. That's why you know you're worthy of more money. So just know you will rise again as you release the negative energy, as you release the old negative thoughts that have kind of like, you know, that make us crazy. And I say us because I have that habit too. So you're going to release it because it's a number 10. A number 10 is finality. The number 10 is reaching the end of something so that you can pull out that Ace of Swords, which is now a 1 for a new beginning, a new attitude, a new thought. So when it comes to money, and of course our mind is going to affect our money. So during the second half or at the end of January, what's probably going to happen is you're going to feel a little bit of despair here. Your mind's going to go into the negative mode. You're going, some pain's going to come up, and some fear of pain, some fear of failure, some a betrayal. Maybe somebody that you worked with had to leave the company, or whatever this may be. There was but whatever this is, it did cause you some pain, but you rose again. It was something that was a disappointment, but you did become stronger because of it. You did realize that you're going to be okay. But in the meantime, as you're in the negative mindset, what happens? You create the negative money. You create the negative, right? Instead of a positive cash flow, it becomes a little more negative, right? So that's when you put an end to the negative thoughts, because that's going to put an end to the negative cash flow. So what's the overall outcome here? Well, we have the Faith card. You're going to realize that you are stronger than you thought, that your mindset does play a big part in your success. You're going to take action to create a more positive mindset, because you know, right, that you can create money through the success that you've already created, and the success through your own positive mindset, because you've seen the results of money here, right? The King of Ariel and the Knight of Ariel, 9 of Ariel, which is making money and embodying a wealthy person. And so you have more faith. This is you also working with large institutions. This could be you going back to the basics when it comes to business. This is you conducting business or conducting your career from a more traditional standpoint. And also, I think here, even if you're looking for a new job, your mindset is huge here. And it's not always easy when we're on a job search. But you're definitely going to feel like, wow, okay, I see now that I can actually take more control over my emotions by allowing myself to have the emotion, so that the emotion is out of me, and then you could come back to really focusing on what you have been good at, and that's how the faith will continue to expand. Now, the Four of Swords is also about, I gotta take a vacation. At the outcome, for the end of January, you may be feeling like, I gotta take a break. I've been through this. This is a lot of stress here with the Ten of Swords. And our mental energy, absolutely, because our brain works so frantically. Our brain works so frantically, it takes a lot of energy. And that's why when you study a lot, or that's why when you work a lot and you do a lot of things with your mind and you're calculating things, you're going to be exhausted at the end of the day. So because you have all of this mind going, whether it's good, negative, positive, ideas, new ideas, you're definitely going to be encouraged to make sure you take a break, make sure you sleep, make sure you rest, make sure you allow yourself to release some of the fears and release the negative energy. But also, you also need to rest and recharge, okay? But also, it also has to do with meditation. The Four of Swords is also about allowing yourself to just be and relax, and to not always be in mental stress mode. This is actually a card of turn off your brain, just be, everything's going to be okay, make sure you rest. And of course, the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups came up twice for Aquarius, but the King of Cups is really about you listening to your gut. Your gut's going to tell you which opportunities are good. Your gut's going to tell you which way to go. Your gut's going to tell you when you're focusing too much on the negative. And so also, because you have the King of Ariel and the King of Cups, this could be either two individuals, could be a new boss, could be a new customer, could be a new client, could be a new banker. But also, when it symbolizes you, my dear Aries, you yourself are embodying this successful, prosperous person. And as you know, when we believe we are prosperous, then we create prosperity and we manifest it. When we believe we're worthy and we are desiring inner peace, then we will head that way. So I feel very much that prosperity, happiness, joy, and peace are very much a part of what you will be actually reaching for more than anything by the end of January. Because you will have gone through such a huge mental transformation that you're also going to have to recalibrate your energy from negative to positive, because you're releasing a lot of negative thoughts, negative feelings, negative emotions through this, okay? And that's why you need to recalibrate. You need to rest and recharge. And that's what happens during our sleep. Because our energetic system, as we release negative energy blocks from our energetic system, we're going to feel off. We have to allow our energetic system to rebalance or recalibrate. So just know it's very much a month of success. And I feel like whether you're looking for a job, creating a new business, expanding a new business, expanding your job, whatever this is, it's definitely a time where you're going to experience some financial success, and at the same time you're gonna experience some setbacks, and a lot of it, and it's also, you're going to also learn how your mind works, so that you'll be able to also release those fears, so that you're not stuffing them down and you're not ignoring them. You're actually facing them and saying, okay, let me be honest with myself. It's time for me to really face the fact that I'm scared, face the fact that I've been disappointed in the past. And the past could be in the past 20 years, all your disappointments could have been still stuffed in there, and you're having to release it now. Because as we carry those negative energies inside our body from the past, then we are almost guaranteed to recreate those disappointments. And now it's time for you to say, hey, I'm strong enough to face this past. I'm strong enough to say, yes, it hurt me. Yes, I was disappointed. Yes, I couldn't believe so-and-so did that beeping, beep, beep, beeping thing to me. I can't believe they betrayed me. And as we bring it to the forefront, then we can release it. Then we can say, okay, all right, now that I faced it, now that I see it for what it is, and it's no longer something I believe, no longer a part of who I am, I can put an end to it. And the 10 is you going, I'm done. I'm taking these swords out, and each one of these swords is a learning experience of what you could have done better, how much better you are, how much smarter you are, a different avenue, a different release, a different strategy that you will now be able to implement. So each one of these swords, as painful as they look, this is actually the swords moving out of this guy's back. And it's okay to face that pain, dear one. And I could feel it. I could feel you right now. Don't be afraid to feel it so you can let it go, okay? Okay, so I hope this has been helpful for you guys. Let me know what resonates and what doesn't. And coming up next is how you can enter into the free giveaway. Oh yeah, I forgot. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and write in the comments, and I will see you later. Namaste, dear one. Namaste. Okay, thank you so much for waiting till the end. Now, the way to enter into this raffle, because I'm going to randomly pick just one person to win this mug. And I only have one. I might be able to get another one. But as you can see, this is my logo right here on this cup. So the way to enter, warriors are stronger than their fear. So to win this, all you need to do is, of course, be subscribed. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already to my channel here at Soul Warrior Tarot. And in the comment section, I want you to write, I am stronger than my fears. And then I will definitely look for those two things when at the end of January 2019, we're going to find out who wins this, okay? And I might be able to get a second one of these so that two of these will be randomly gifted to two winners. So that's definitely what I'm going to do, but I may get a different color, and I'll show that to you later this month. Okay, guys, I love you, and thank you so much for joining me again today. I'm Jade with Soul Warrior Tarot. I'm your spiritual mentor, success coach, and your tarot intuitive. Please give me a thumbs up. And definitely subscribe. I'd love to read your comments. And absolutely, you guys, I appreciate you. I love you. And if you'd like to have a private session with me, you can absolutely do that and sign up and look at the pricing and the different services I have on my website at soulwarriortarot.com. And I will look forward to working with you personally. Namaste, dear one. Namaste.